evening, folks. Welcome to Savs Arena TV again. Rob Ramsden against Andy Evans. So Rob to break off in the first frame. Should be a good match, this one. I've not seen much of Andy play, but I know Rob's been playing particularly well. He was practicing with Nathan, who played last night. He'll be practicing with Nathan this week. I think he managed to beat Nathan earlier in the week. Nice break there. I think yellows are probably the ball here, but it's planning your route. Nice opener there from Rob. He'll want to get settled in early, get his nerves settled early, because there's a few times where Rob's flattered to deceive, I think, in some of his games, and I think it doesn't quite always bring his practice game over into match play, but I know how good he can be when he's practicing. It's a nice shot as well. That'll do him. I think he were attacking there, but there's a bit of safety in mind with that, so clever little shot there. Andy tried to get underneath that yellow ball over the pocket there, but didn't quite manage it. It's been a belting weekend of pool for us this weekend. Big game yesterday, obviously, £8.5 grand pot yesterday, and then today, this game should be a little cracker once it gets going. It's not the best from Rob, is what I've got to say about that one. If you're playing that shot, you have to play it a bit harder. So it's become a tricky clearance now for Rob. Assume that it plants, so he's looking at a 3-ball plant here. He's going to have to hit it with some pace to get the yellow away, but if he plays a 3-ball plant, I think it gives him an opportunity.
Good evening.
I'm joined by Dan. He's played that real well.
So we're sitting pretty. Just need to see. Would you play the plant here, or are we tempted?
I'd be tempted by the plant if you.
Yeah, stop it on the red.
Yeah, if you can control the cue ball, I think
Stop
the
it
plant's
on the
probably
red.
the ball.
So,
Why so
I
hard?
think he was concentrating so much on stopping the white on the red that he's just lost the yellow bit.
It didn't have to be that hard, did it?
No,
Was he trying to pop both of them, do you think?
no, I think he was just concentrating too much on stopping that white.
So now what's his shot? The length of the table, double into the black pocket?
Yeah, it has to be. Tough one.
Strange choice of shot for me, the way he played that plant.
Looks good.
That's close.
Oh, you know what? I was just about to say you don't want to be double just snickering yourself. But I didn't want to tempt fate. So we've got 14 watching. There's a lot of pool on tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of games on tonight.
Some big games, so we're battling tonight. Against some big pots as well.
Hey, don't matter though. Let's say, folks, join us on the live chat as well.
Come and say hello.
Come and say hi to us. We don't bite that much. Oh, when we do bite, we do it in a friendly kind of way.
Yeah. Looks a bit shallow, that to me. Oh, you couldn't do that again if you tried 100 times. Yeah, it looks. It just his angle is coming up. Looked a bit shallow, that angle.
He wanted to try and hit it quarter ball, didn't he? To try and get it close to the pocket.
Trying to pot it. You don't have a go at the pot there, haven't you?
So 2 shots from here. I think you pick the cue ball up. Clear the one that's nearest the right centre pocket as we look at it, with your free visit, and then it should be ploppings.
Somewhere in the middle of them.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Looks a bit greener on that one. It might just be the monitor set up.
Yeah, let us know if the picture's alright for you guys as well. Picture and the sound. We've made quite a few changes in the last few days, so...
Evening, Billy. How you doing? Did you watch last night's game? I think I remember seeing you on chat.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I woke up with a bit of a thick head this morning.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Dragged myself out of bed.
Yeah, well...
I didn't get until about 4:30, mine.
Yeah, I think it was 2 o'clock when I got in. But that quadruple gin, I think, was the killer, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Courtesy of my mate, Mr. Batley. So, evening, Roger.
Yeah, evening, Roger. Yeah, he's a little bit quieter tonight. Have we got him? It's probably...
There's a few in, but it's not. It's nowhere near as manic as last night. But
probably nearly 20 in.
I think we were due a quieter night, Dan. Anyway, really, weren't we?
Oh, that's madness last night. I was behind the bar most of the night.
You and Doyley as well.
Yeah.
Running around
could hardly keep up.
Running around like madmen.
Yeah, everyone was on it last night. Everyone was drinking like fishes.
Yeah, even Rhino, which is unusual for Rhino.
Yeah.
Oh, bad miss. That's what we'd call a tweak, isn't it, really?
Mm-hmm.
He's just thrown a shoulder in a little bit. He just dipped his shoulder a little bit. So, Rob, you've got to say there, Rob's been let off the hook a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I'll just let you have a quick look at our sponsors, guys. So P&L Body and Paint and Body Specialist. You'll see that he's actually, Mr. Camplin is actually good enough to sponsor Rob Ramsden as well this evening, as well as Nathan yesterday. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite a bit quieter in the place this evening.
It's early doors still.
I think there'll be a few more come down.
Yeah, I do.
I think we got up to about 250 viewers at one point last night.
Yeah.
As well, so it's yeah, very good. I wouldn't have thought we'd get that kind of viewing tonight. Not because the guys can't play. It's more because of the competition. I think this evening. I think that you know, and obviously yesterday's a very big game. And as you say, they were a great atmosphere. And the good thing about the atmosphere is that everybody was respectful on people's shots.
Yes, I never heard I didn't hear shouting out once on the
No, there were some great banter that went off between the spectators as well. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the atmosphere yesterday.
I'd go as far as to say it's probably the best night we've had in here.
I think it's certainly the best crowd that we've had in terms
best
of
atmosphere and
the number of people and the fact that everybody was so respectful as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it all contributed to a good night. I just wish I was able to enjoy it a bit more, but it was all right.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I think once it had sort of quietened down a little bit, you managed to get on commentary, didn't you, towards the end?
Yeah, I think so. That's 4 or 5 frames.
And then had a couple of pints afterwards. And, all wasn't lost, was it?
No.
You're right, though, Billy. That double was immense. And I think it was the frame before he played a double on the red off the bottom cushion into the centre pocket, and it was just like absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw him queuing that black, Billy, and it was right next to the jaw, wasn't it? And he was putting bottom on it, and I thought, he's going to try and screw into the jaw or something. And then he played a completely different shot. I thought he was going to try and pot it up the rail, but he played the double.
Never saw that coming.
No.
I was stood over by the bar. I think I'd gone for a cig break and get another pint. Just never ever saw it coming. Andy looks like he's a useful player. And he's just one little tweak in the first frame, but
yeah, it's understandable. Isn't it in your first frame?
Yeah, he's in and amongst the balls now, isn't he? So he's ready to rock and roll now.
I can't imagine it really. Just fans. Starkey's
oh,
here.
Yeah.
Starkey was down last night. He said he didn't get into the lunchtime. I don't know what he's been doing.
I think
he went over to Winston's or something like that.
Yeah, he's gone
perhaps.
to knocking shop, hasn't he? Definitely.
Oh, but either that or plastic ivy.
Yeah. Probably similar to the old Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. He's probably gone to star in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory again, hasn't he?
Evening, Oliver. Bit of a sore head this morning, I bet, had you?
That's 2 shots there anyway for
he's under hit that one.
For Rob. Yeah, 2 shots. It's nice to see Nathan back down supporting Rob tonight as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
After last night's exploits, he's come back down, sat there watching. And then we've got the wanted man, Jay Chippendale.
Yeah, I was just surprised to see Jason Chippendale down there.
Well, I think Rob's been practicing with Chippy.
Right.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's obviously Rob's from that neck of the woods anyway.
Yeah.
So he's been using Chippy and a few others as a bit of a practice partner. Just up at Morley Club up there.
Yeah, he's
So-
been giving Chippy a good run for his money, isn't he, lately
Yeah,
as well? I
it's-
think he's struggling. Chip's been struggling with him a bit.
He's finding a bit of a gear, is Rob, which is,
Yeah.
is fair enough. You know,
Yeah,
it's
he's
much improved, isn't it?
Very, very much so.
Although
Playing a lot, he's run that through a little bit too far.
he's
But
overrun
it's,
that.
it is a very quick table. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I mean, I struggle with the speed of it. To be fair, when I played a couple of weeks ago.
I think he was just trying to be too precise with his cue ball, though,
Yeah.
Dan, if I'm a little bit critical.
Yeah.
I think he could have actually played a different shot if that, play that pot. But then the ball that the white's closest to, I think it'd have been a ball to get on. And if he'd have played the pot there, then played the left-hand yellow as we see it into the corner, he's cued that nicely. But then he could have cleared the ball that's nearest to the black spot and landed on the other ball, and it was a much easier pattern, I think. So we've got Ollie Rourke that wasn't feeling too good this morning.
No.
Yeah, I were delicate. It is for sure. I
We
would
were
definitely.
drinking rum out of one of the trophies at
Oh,
one
God.
point,
Oh God.
which is you know it's gone a bit. It's gone a bit far, don't you? When you're
Yeah, if you're
drinking rum out of a plastic trophy.
Yeah. Definitely a touch too far then. Oh, one close. That's probably the worst possible result he could have had out of that shot. And that's just throwing a little shoulder into it there.
Yeah, I just watched that back on the replay. His arm moved out away from his body as he played the shot.
It's easy
He
done.
didn't- yeah, definitely. I
You see,
do it a lot when you're trying to put a bit of side on instead of cueing it with side. You try and do it with the cue, don't you? Sometimes, but
Very easy done. But then this should be, you would think, a routine clearance now for Andy. It should be probably a bit too easy for him to get his first frame on the board. A bit careless with that though, because he could have afforded to be a lot higher. I'd have wanted to be probably like ballplaying area with that one.
first couple of frames though, I was a bit nervy.
They were
aren't
very
they?
slow last night, first couple of frames
Yeah,
actually.
they made a few mistakes,
then,
didn't
yeah,
they? And then
both
once
players.
they relaxed into it, they're playing really well.
But we did say, didn't we, that once it got up and running and once the players got going, it'd be a very, very, very good game. So he's giving himself a challenge here now.
This is not back cueing. It looks quite straight. Just to cue this one nice.
He just wants to
You don't have to
stun
do
it, yeah.
nothing with the white really. You just play it slightly under centre and it's fine. And he's
Killed
cued it
that
lovely.
lovely.
Yep. Get some confidence from that one.
Yeah, Rhino's in tonight, Billy. Yeah, so one apiece.
Yeah, Rhino's behind the bar drinking Earn Brew.
Yeah, he's gone all Scottish on us tonight. hasn't
Yeah, isn't he?
Iron brew. I need to get a couple of pints in me to wake me up, Dan.
Yeah, I do.
Struggling a bit from yesterday.
Bit fragile
Yeah.
fragile today, but
Delicate.
yeah. But we'll push through.
Oh yeah,
Count it out with more beer.
It's you got to find the gear, haven't you?
Yeah.
You get back into a groove, and you're laughing then, aren't you?
Where are you from, Billy? Are you local?
There's certainly a bit of congestion around that left centre pocket here, mate. There's no bother, are there?
The more worrying thing is if there is bother in here. And then if there is bother in here and then but can't do nothing about that, can you? Can't base everything on
It's a nice little shot.
Oh, you work with Rhino? Cheers for that, Billy. We needed him Thursday.
Yeah, I tell you what, I bet he slept Thursday night. He put some right effort in
He
Thursday,
put a shift
did
in.
right.
He definitely put a shift in.
I was down from 8 a.m. on Thursday. Dan called down with some bits and bats for me. And then I think Rhino were here from about 8:45. I left at 6 p.m. He was still here till gone 7:15, were it?
Yeah.
So they put a full day's grafting, and it was grafting as well. It definitely slept on Thursday night. I can guarantee you that. I had a look at me on my watch. It tells me how many steps I'd done, and on Thursday I'd done over 17,000.
Yeah.
With the moving bits around, doing and assembling the commentary box, the full shebang.
Yeah, we achieved a lot last week. Still more to do. We'll get there though, won't we? Yeah, that's true, Billy. It was great. All the hard work paid off last night.
Oh, I think it's safe to say that all those guys were very, very, very pleased with what happened, and
there was a lot of top pool players in last night as well, and I'm hoping some of them see what we've done and want to play their games here. No, I wasn't talking about you, Starkey. Then
no,
I said top pool players,
yeah,
not
yeah.
Flop pool players.
Oh, not pigeons.
He's got a nice angle on this red to come off. He needs to play it with a bit of check side, just to find the gap between those yellows.
Yeah, we just want to make the best environment that we can possibly make.
Yeah.
For the guys to play.
And I think it's about making the players feel a bit special as well, isn't it? And giving them their own little.
You don't need to do too much to make Starkey feel special. He is just special, isn't he?
He is special. He's definitely special. They broke the mould when they made Starkey, didn't they? There's only one of them.
I do like the lad. I've got to be honest, I do like him. I think his heart's in the right place. It's a shame that his brain isn't.
Yeah.
So anyway, bit of a tricky little frame going on here. That's actually quite a clever shot.
I think he's trying to get on the inside of it, but it's worked out all right for him.
Yeah, well, it's worked out very well for him. If I'm Robbie, I'm a smashing off the top cushion into the red at the left hand side to try and open it up, or am I going to try and just drop onto it? I think I prefer opening it up.
Anything can happen if you give it a belt. The old blunderbuster. No, he's just dropping onto it.
Yeah, it's got it, but
it's not got him out of the situation he's in.
No, I think there was some merit in going for the harder hit, shall we say, because with the red and yellow situation near the bottom right corner pocket, I don't think the clearance is fully on, is it?
Yeah.
He's played a clever little shot there, though, Andy.
It's nice.
The thing is, neither of these guys know how good each other is either, do they?
I don't think so, no. They must have had somebody They must have got
There's a few
advice
people,
off somebody.
yeah, there's a few people that said that it's level and one thing and another. But yeah, I mean,
I would never take a game on unless I know how good they were. Would you?
No. It's,
They must have had some sort of information off somebody.
oh, not quite.
What's that?
So for me, if you
still
can
do well to get these in one visit.
I wouldn't even go for it. I would
yeah.
try and pop the red that's over the bottom right hand pocket as we look at it.
If you can get to
then,
it.
Then get another 2 if you can do that. Get another dose of 2 shots. I think you can get to it. I think you can play the pot on that, and I think that's your pot, and then you basically stuff your opponent up. Yeah, like that. And then you're not in a rush to attack these now.
Just another snooker.
For me, you lay the next snooker.
Yeah.
And then you get another 2 shots and it's time to go. Then I don't think you go game this time.
Just cover the bag now, wouldn't you?
You can go game if you really want to, but it's unnecessary. I think you
wouldn't go game with that yellow next to that red, would you?
Well, you wouldn't, but you could have got an angle on the lowest of the yellows at the left-hand side to stun up into that yellow-red cluster there. But I don't think that was ever the shot. I think just play safe off this ball, and that's probably the right ball to play safe off as well. Yeah, it's a good shot because
it's a difficult snooker to get out of that one.
By playing safe off that ball as well, he's cleared the path for the yellow that's closest to the black. So it's made it so that it doesn't.
He's also blocked the one cushion escape by the looks of it, unless he can play shallow behind the black, underneath the black, and play it with some left side, which he's looking to do.
Yeah, I think.
But he's only looking at half a ball by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's the shot though. Oh, it's nowhere near. So then it's just a developing shot. This and pick the cue ball up, develop these.
No, we haven't sacked it off.
We were having a couple of issues with the camera in truth yesterday, Starkey. So because we'd done a few changes, and every time the door opened, the camera started vibrating. Because I don't think we've quite got it clamped up right, so we chose not to use that view last night, really. Yeah, we elected to not bother using that view. You don't want it to go above 3.5. It's not a change. If it was a different colour, then it's a problem.
Why don't you want that going above 3.5? Does it? I thought the faster the better.
No, that's when I was reading about it. When I was reading about it, you don't want a big way about that. Yeah, so he's played the shot, but I think he should have played the direct developing shot as opposed to the pot and try to develop. I think he's made it a bit more difficult than he had to do here, really. So he's put it in the middle pocket and then tried to develop, and I think probably unnecessary, if we're honest. Well, Rob can see it. I'm convinced he can see it. I don't get that shot from Rob there.
Is that new, that bit? All this? I've not noticed that before.
See, for me, Rob had to develop on that previous shot when he could see it. I don't understand him not developing. See, because he's just left. That's for free. That snooker there, and he's played it in a reasonably clever manner there as well. He's played it so that he's not tied his balls up.
Yeah.
So
It's another difficult one to get out of.
Yeah,
He's blocking his out. I can't see an easy route.
Again, he could go one cushion. He could, but
Is this working? No, it doesn't work. Can't do it there.
not on that view anyway. It is if we change the view. Change it until just put it on that. Transition over, then you can do the. I think again the case here, Dan, is get the cue ball picked up, develop that red and yellow. I won't be going this way.
That works for him.
He's played it better outcome than I expected, actually.
Yeah. They're all there now, aren't they? You expect him to mop these up. His opening shot's probably the hardest.
Rhino looks ever so pretty behind me, doesn't he?
He does. He's smiling a lot tonight, isn't he, Rhino? He must have.
He stayed at Nathan's last night, didn't he? So
Aye.
that explains that, doesn't it? He's always smiling, he's Rhino. He's probably
He's a happy guy. He's a happy guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably one of the happiest people I know, is Rhino, actually.
Yeah.
It's a shame we can't get him a girlfriend. We need to get him a girlfriend, don't we? So...
Is he on plenty of fish, do we know? Or should we make him... perhaps we should make him a profile.
He's more like a shark, isn't he, than a fish. You don't want to go swimming for tiddlers, doesn't Rhino, does it? Yeah, well, I think, why don't we turn into a little bit of blind date? So, guys, any single women you know that like the cuddlier gentleman.
Yeah, he's
one of the most genuine, honest, and lovable blokes you'll ever meet. Is Rhino.
Yeah.
Let's get him a bird.
He would. He would treat a woman nicely. I think. Rhino
treats everybody nicely, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So come on, guys, let's get him fixed up.
I've run out of beer. This is awful.
Shall we? Well, Rhino's got his phone in his hand, so we shall summon him.
Party calls this time.
There we go. The message delivered. Understood. Rhino, the world's most glamorous barmaid.
Yeah, he owns the bar, doesn't he? He owns that bar.
Looks beautiful behind that bar, doesn't he?
Yeah. Can we? I know we won't do it mid-frame.
No, well, no,
we can pan to him after this.
Not mid-frame, but we'll get you a shot of the glamorous Rhino a little bit later on. He is ever such a glamorous gentleman.
This looks, 2-1 to Andy. That was a hard fought frame.
Yeah, very patient there from Andy, I thought. So let's see if you can see the beautiful,
there he is.
the beautiful glamorous Rhino there pouring us some beer. So yeah, all the single ladies.
So how do we zoom in?
Lock your daughters up. Lock your daughters up. He'll be coming over with the beers very shortly, so we won't need to zoom in on him. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, get Rhino a girlfriend. That's the goal of South Arena TV this evening.
Yeah.
Get him a date sorted out, a blind
What
date.
are his attributes then? What would you say his really good attributes are? He can play pool.
He can play pool.
And poker.
He's a good commentator.
Yeah.
He talks to young children and has pizza and crisps down his front whilst he's playing on his PlayStation.
Fortnite. Yeah, he can play Fortnite.
I don't know. I might have made some bits of that up, but he does play Fortnite.
He definitely eats crisps.
Yeah.